Another episode of Icarus is a fucking idiot. I lost all the fucking audio recording of all my entire shit. So I'm not gonna lie. This is all I got in from my entire fucking playthrough. Motherfucker, and I wasn't recording at all. Anyways, so I'm gonna be so honest. I was recording for at least 43 minutes. No audio was coming through. And oh my god, I wanted to fucking kill. I wanted to just. I wanted to end it all. I was telling stories. I was getting so much loot. And nothing's there. I lost it all. I have all the fucking videos, no audio, and I'm like, you know what? I can just post the fucking audios. I can clip over it. I can audio over it. But I was like, you know what? No, I'm not gonna do that because everything's not gonna be natural. So I'm just gonna do it again. I'm just gonna get resources for my house, and I'm going to just talk like that. So, anyways, story time. And you're probably wondering, Icarus, is this the same world from NerøTøxic? No, this isn't the same world from NerøTøxic episode 1. I'm gonna tell you the reason why with this story right here. So I had no internet. My internet was fucking dead. And when I tell you I was really upset because it was on like a Thursday, I wanted to play video games with my girlfriend, and I wasn't able to because lo and behold, no audio at all, and I was just so upset. And at the end of the day, I was like, you know what? It'll probably show up it'll probably like come in sooner or later. It didn't come in until like fucking Friday. And when I tell you, oh my god, I was so upset. I really was. And you know what? I'm just really like I'm just so done with it. Because my line in my internet it's like it's not in the house like normal internet. No, it's in the fucking ground. So when I tell you, like, I literally was like so upset that someone cut the fucking wires to my internet. I was, because here's the thing with my internet. It goes outside my house, into the ground, into a fucking thing, so I can get the best internet ever. Like, and I mean like best. Like as soon like when I didn't have this internet, I was playing with like 60 ping, 70 ping. I'm playing with one ping. Oh my god, it's amazing, honestly, when I tell you, like it's beautiful. And I like at the end of the day, I was like, why is there no internet? What happened? I'm like, probably an outage happened. I went to customer support. I was like, hey, is there an outage? They're like, yeah, the entirety of North Carolina and Virginia is having internet problems. Who the fuck EMP'd you, Somber and Dokkaebi? Who EMP'd your fucking like your internet services for the entirety of North Carolina and fucking Virginia to be out of power? And I was like, wow, that's insane. Number one. And I was like, you know what? Fine, it's whatever. And like, and then I started to get more information. They're like, actually, yeah, it's because someone cut the line on our internet. Who, who the fuck got so tired they went to the fucking internet lines to cut it? Fucking like, you must be that bored in life. Honestly, you must be so bored to cut the fucking lines on internet. Like genuinely, how bored are you? It's not even that. The reason I brought my house into it is because someone was mowing the lawn and they cut that fucking wire. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't live in a separate house at all. I live in a townhouse apartment. I live in like a townhouse complex. No, and here's my backyard. Here it is. It's a nice video, I guess. My backyard's pretty big. I don't mow the lawn. My neighbors don't mow the lawn. The people that own the people that like own the complex mows the lawn. When I tell you that lawnmower cut the fucking wire to my Wi-Fi, it did, and oh my god, I was genuinely like frustrated because I was like, yo, how? Because my wire is underground. It's under the ground, and with you don't know it, once it's under the ground, there's some bits of wire still sticking up to enter through the hole that's in my house to fucking go in through my Wi-Fi router for me to get good Wi-Fi. They cut that wire with the lawnmower And I genuinely was just dumbfounded for words. I didn't know what to think. I was like, there's no way in hell people are this fucking dumb with a lawnmower and they cut the wire to my Wi-Fi router. It did. Am I upset? Hell yes. But you know what? Fuck it. It's fine. My Wi-Fi's back now. It's good. But with that being happening, I was playing games, of course. I was playing Overwatch and it cut out. I was like, what happened? All that happened. I logged on to Minecraft to upload an episode of NerøTøxic. The world's gone. All my worlds was gone. Worlds I've had since 2018, 2019, 2020 to now. All those worlds are just gone. And I was like, damn, do I even keep NerøTøxic? Like, do I keep it up and running? I proceeded just to do this. It's a new world, same series. NerøTøxic is a series, yes. Is it a Minecraft series? Of course. NerøTøxic is, of course, a Minecraft series. I want it to be a Minecraft series. I want it to just be me doing dumb stuff on Minecraft, see how long I can survive in a hardcore world. But generally, NerøTøxic was really made for me performing better. As you can tell, I'm really not that good with speaking. I'm not that good with talking. I'm not that good with with being comfortable about myself. I'm being neurotoxic so I can feel comfortable with all ways of me possible. With my voice, maybe for how I look, maybe for just anything. I made it so that I can feel comfortable for me. And I might have lost the old neurotoxic road, but this new one is so much better. And hopefully this one doesn't also, you know, get lost and also just die. So again, NerøTøxic might be over, but I'm still gonna be doing the same uploads. Oh my fucking god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh my god! What the fuck? Okay, 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 okay. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Sleep. Holy shit, that was scary. Anyways, um, again, I literally just wanted to make this just so I could just be better at speaking. But of course, with this being neurotoxic, of course, I'm gonna tell some stories about my past life. Let's go. Anyways, this is the first time when I got high. I said last time on the first episode of Neurotoxic, I'll tell you the story of when I got high. So this happened in my freshman year of school, my freshman year of high school, you know, and I used to hang out with this guy named Aaron, and Aaron, he was chill. He was always high. Like if you want to know what Aaron looked like, think of the bird from Surf's Up. This bird right here. This bird. That's Aaron. I've never seen him in school once not high. He was always baked. And with that, I was like in lunch, and Aaron was like, yo, Icarus, you want these edibles?" And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, why not? I'll take some edibles. And then we took it, and I was like, okay, when is it gonna kick in? He was like, it's probably during like an hour. And I'm like, okay, an hour. So lunch ends, I go back to my third period. Third period ends, I go to my fourth period. My fourth period is a thing called ROTC. If you guys don't know what ROTC is, it's literally just military, but just not the military. It's literally just a bunch of kids in one program doing military stuff, learning about military things, and then just having a fucking recess. On Friday, on Friday, I don't know for y'all, but for me, every Friday, it was a thing called PT. PT is literally just every time you do any any exercise. It's like normally a minute to do push-ups, a minute to do sit-ups, and your fastest time to run 1 mile. And I was like, damn, well, this is easy. And of course, I did with the fucking breeze. But this week, it was literally just no exercise. It was literally just, you know what? We could just go outside. But let's have recess, basically. So we had recess. Uh, and, for PT, if we're not doing the exercises, we're literally just doing, of course, recess games. Like, we would do games like basketball, soccer, and stuff. We did flag football, and of course we had to do flag football since we're still in school and we don't have any pads, so we just did flag football. By the way, yeah boy right here is a fucking god at flag football, I'll tell you that right now. Boy, I am the best quarterback. I'm the best running back. I am the fucking GOAT. Okay, I'll tell you that right now. But no, Jesus Christ. No, but seriously. And then we did the entirety of flag football. By the way, I was the quarterback and running back. I was under an edible. So I was like, damn, this shit's really not nothing, dude. This shit's weak as hell. I'm good. I proceed to just, play the game. And as soon as the game ends, my vision just starts to go blurry. And I'm like, what the hell just happened? Then Aaron looks at me and I was like, dude, my vision looks like you take a photo with flash and you edit it in the settings to turn the brightness all the way up. That's what it was. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, I think it's kicking in. He was like, dude, yeah, it is totally kicking in, dude. Yeah, just have fun, man. And I'm like, well, Aaron, I'm gonna fucking skin you alive. I proceed to just be baked out of my fucking mind. And I saw my friend Bando, and I was like, oh my god, let me talk to Bando. I walk up to Bando, I'm like, Bando, please help. I'm fucking high, I'm baked. I don't know what to do, please. I feel I'm scared. And he was like, and he was like, Icarus, I swear, how many times do I have to tell you not to do drugs? And I'm like, it was fun. Jesus Christ, it was so fucking dumb. But no, seriously. At the end of the day, I went home. I don't even know how I got home because I remember me being at school. I blink, I'm in a bus. I blink, I'm at home. I blink, I don't wake up until 6 o'clock next morning. The edible kicked my ass so much, I woke up next fucking morning. I woke up at 6 o'clock in the next morning, and I was like, holy shit, that's insane. So, lo and behold, I proceed to just keep doing it, but now, you know what? I don't do drugs anymore. I'm officially 2 months sober. So everybody, please pat me on the back. Officially 2 months. Yeah, I know. You're probably wondering, Icarus, why are you sober? Well, first off, before I tell you that, I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. Please, I'm being so serious. Please, don't do drugs. Yeah, it might be fun, it might be cool, but at the end of the day, you're just ruining your body. Hell, I know the reason why that I stopped doing drugs was because I used to be so athletic and so fast and stuff. And now, anytime I do something, I'm always out of breath and like I always start losing everything. And that's when I knew that was my reality check of being like, yo, I gotta stop. So I did. And you're probably wondering, how did you stop so easily? It's because of this next story. If you don't know, I play Overwatch. If you don't believe me, here's some of the videos. I used to play this shit in like a religious basis. But anyways, I used to play a lot of Overwatch, and I was in an Overwatch custom, really fucking bait. Cause I'm not gonna lie, I just got out of a relationship, and the relationship really like hurt me a lot, and I was like so sad. So me and my friend Powder proceeds to put me in a Overwatch server, wherein I just literally, I shit you not, got so baked and tried talking to people. Uh, no, it was really bad, and I was just trying to talk to people, and then this girl proceeds to join. Her name's Ruby Red, and proceeds to just we proceed to talk a lot. And they thought it would be funny to say one of my favorite artists died, so they proceed to tell me that Tyler the Creator died. Um, I don't know why I believed it, but apparently I believed it because I was that fucking gullible. Um, and I was like, is Tyler the Creator actually dead? You gotta remember, I'm really high and dyslexic, so I proceed to type in, is Tyler the Creator dead? Really fucked up. And the song Thought I Was Dead popped up, and in my brain, I was like, oh my god, that Tyler the Creator died. What the fuck? And I was so dumb to believe that. But at the end of the day, he's still kicking, and it's fine. But no, my thing is that with everything, I wanted to just let everybody know that that's not good enough. Oh my fucking god, I might be dead here. Hold on. But no, I'll just then me and this girl Ruby proceed to just talk a lot, and I mean like a lot. I'll tell her everything that like happened, the reason why I was high and stuff, and she's really not she's not a big fan of like drugs and stuff. So of course, the more we talked, the more we actually just started bonding a lot. Actually, we just started to like you know, talk about things that we like, our interests, all that fun thing. But the more we talked, the more I was like, I'll be like, "Were you again?" Because I'm not gonna lie, when I get high, I really don't remember anything. Like, and I mean like I don't remember anything at all. So when that was happening, I literally proceed to just be like, "Who are you again?" every time. But the more we spoke, the more I remember. And then when she reminds me where we met, I proceed to talk like nothing has ever happened. I proceed to talk like everything's fine and everything was okay. But the more we talked, the more like I started to catch feelings for her. 'Cause she was like so nice and caring and loving and just, you know, I really found her really nice and caring. Like, you know, I felt happy being around her all the time. So, and it got to the point where like we both started liking each other like a lot. We both had feelings for each other. We both were like talking, and it wasn't like a normal way of like us talking because like how some friends talk. They were like, "Yeah, oh yeah, this." No, it was like us flirting, but we weren't together. That was like the type of friendship we had. It was the flirting friendship. We'll say like, oh, we'll call each other pet names, say like FaceTime all the time, good night, all that things, all the shebang. And at the end of the day, it was literally just like it felt nice. So I told Ruby the question. I was like, Ruby, what are we? She was like, she wants us to date, but it's only been like a month of us knowing each other. So she wanted to wait even more. So we started to wait and wait. And us waiting, our feelings got more and more bigger and more better for each other. We both started like having more interests. Like we both started talking a lot more, and it just honestly was just the best feeling ever. Then on like a random day, she just said, "Hey Icarus, can I like ask you something?" And I thought it was like, "Oh, how's your day been?" Or "How are you?" Or something normal. No, she proceeds to ask me, "Hey Icarus, do you wanna like be my boyfriend?" I fucking cried. I was like, "Oh my God, she said she wants to be my boyfriend," and I'm like I was crying like a bitch. So fucking much because like I had like so much feelings for her and like she knows how I am as like a person. She knows like the stuff I've been through and all that things. And honestly, without her, I don't think I would probably ever been sober ever. So she's honestly the reason why I've gotten so strong enough to be like sober as I am right now. Because about just everything about her just makes me so happy and grateful that I have someone like her in my life. And honestly, for you guys, please appreciate appreciate your girls. They're the best thing ever. And if you guys don't have a girl, it's fine. Listen, your special someone will be there soon. Just be patient. Don't ever rush things. Just let life play through. I did, and look at me. Now I'm in a relationship with the most perfect girl in the world. So, um, other than that, literally, this is her YouTube channel. Please follow her, subscribe to her. Let's get her to 50 subscribers. Honestly, that's the goal. Let's get Ruby to 50 subscribers. I think that would be amazing. Seriously, because she also has a YouTube series, and honestly, her YouTube series alone is the reason why I was starting to make my YouTube series. She inspired me to make my own YouTube series. Generally, so honestly, please, everybody, go follow Ruby. She's the best. She also makes videos on TikTok. This is her TikTok. Go follow it. She's honestly amazing, and honestly, without her, I probably would just be the same old troublemaker, bad influenced person. This next story is, of course, gonna be about the time where I got a kid banned from a game store because they thought I was cheating, apparently. So, if you don't know, I play a lot in fighting games. And I mean a lot of fighting games. Like I used to post fighting games. Like, look at this. I posted a lot. I used to play like every fighting game under the fucking sun. But no, seriously. This video was literally just like this fucking story was so stupid because I used to play a lot of Street Fighter. I still do, just not as much as I do now. And I was so good. I was like, you know what? I want to go to a tournament. So I drove 2 hours away to a tournament because where I live in a ghost town. There's no such thing as fun here. So I proceeded to drive 2 hours away to a fucking game store that has a tournament going, and like proceed to just whoop some ass. By the way, I don't fight with a normal controller. No, I spent $300 on a thing called a Razer Kitsune. And for you little people that just like Icarus, what's a Razer Kitsune? A Razer Kitsune is basically just a type of controller that is a leverless. A leverless controller is a type of controller that you can use for fighting games that makes you not mess up on any inputs. I think where you get it just for the story. Um, I went to semifinals, and with my jury, by the way, my jury is really fucking good. Like I have a pretty good jury. I haven't posted any Street Fighter videos because like I kind of lost the interest of playing of like posting Street Fighter. But don't get me wrong, my jury got so much fucking better, and it's to the point where like it was so fucking like much. Like I was winning a lot of my fucking games. Did I really loot that fucking place? I think I did. Anyways, I proceeded to just like win like all my matches. Of course, I lost some, but I lost some matches, but I never fucking lost a set. I was on like a win streak. Then semifinals kicked in. I had to face up against this Ken player, and honestly, to you players, I'm so sorry because not gonna lie, some of y'all Ken players, y'all be chill as hell, but just y'all player base just be so bad. Y'all have like the bad representation ever, which I can't talk bad. I can't say anything about bad representation because I play jury. My player base is fucking a bunch of just weirdos. So you know, y'all can say that. Y'all take the win, Ken players. But there's this Ken player. He's a kid, and honestly, he looks about like I'm not gonna lie, he looks 10. And this story was taken apart when I was 16. So yeah, I put BTA. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, like there was a cash prize. It was $500 for a cash prize. And of course, I fucking won because I was a fucking goat. I beat him. And he proceeds to cry and yell saying that I cheated because I wasn't using a normal PS5 controller. And I was telling him, I'm like, kid, this controller I'm using is completely legal. Like, hell, I even have the legal lock on it. And if you guys don't know, Razer Kitsune has a lock feature to let you know, to be like, hey, it has a free mode and it has a tournament lock mode. Here's the photo. I'm not gonna lie. It was down the entire fucking game. The kid was like, no, you're cheating because you're not using a PS5 controller like me. It proceeds to cry until his fucking mom came behind him like fucking Mahuraga because apparently she's the successor. Like, she just came out of nowhere. She was like, why is my baby crying? Why is this? Why is this? And I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to get yelled at again. And like, proceed to literally just be like, why are you bullying my kid? I'm like, ma'am, your kid lost and proceeded to cry. And honestly, I don't know how the fuck this kid made the semifinals. He was garbage when I tell you. Like, I'm talking about like, he was just like doing a bunch of, all he was doing was just Hadoukens and drive impact. He didn't hit not one combo. And I was like, wow, this kid is really fucking annoying. But I proceeded to just deal with it because why the hell not? Like there's nothing, like there's literally nothing I could do. Like it's literally just, you know, it really is just nothing I could do. I just have to deal with it. But no, seriously, like at the end of the day, it was so dumb. But she proceeds to yell at me and be like, "Whoa, you're using a band controller!" And like, she grabbed the fucking like the fucking tournament organizer. He was like, she like, "Oh, he's using a band controller, ban him, and like he should take the loss, and my baby should get the win." And he looked at me with my Razer Kitsune on my lap and was like, "Ma'am, that's controller's completely legal. It's like it's completely he could use that." It's not like this. We can't do nothing about it. It's literally his. And he was like, "Well, it's still banned." And he was like, "Ma'am, this controller is completely legal. We allow levelers and lever controllers to be in this tournament, and just please just leave me alone." She proceeds to look at me, and I don't think, can I say this word? Okay, I'm gonna say a word real quick. She proceeds to say in my face, "You chinks always say this." Bitch, what? Like when I tell you I was dumbfounded that she even said the C slur to me. If you guys don't know, I said this in the first video. I'm Filipino. I'm Asian. Oh my God, I never felt so much like I never felt so hated ever in my fucking life. I was like, damn, I don't know how I feel. Also, this woman, she's not Asian. She's like, you see this sand? See that chicken? She's that white. She was fucking white, and she was like, just said like the fucking most hardest C slur ever to me, and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened? I'm like, Jesus. I mean, like, this way feels like to be hated. No wonder I fucking stop Asian hate was a thing. Jesus Christ. And like everybody just stopped and looked at everything that was happening, and she just continued to yell at me, and just like I just sat there. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like when people yell at me, so I'm not gonna lie, I was a bitch. I was like on the verge of tears. I was I was on the verge of tears because I was like, why is she yelling at me for literally just doing good at a game? And I was like, I was trying to be like nice to her and like tell her like what was happening, but she proceeds to just still yell at me, and I'm like, yo, what the like why? And then at the end of the day, it was literally just you know it was a dumb game. Also, and she proceeds to get fined $5 because apparently with this tournament it was a $5 entry fee. The winner gets 500. She didn't pay the $5. She just wanted to get that 500 and fucking dip. But at the end of the day, it was so stupid that all that happened, and I won it all, by the way. And also, by the way, this kid, if he even lost to me, he still had loser finals. He could have still faced me if he just won his loser finals game. But you know what? He didn't because he got kicked out and banned. So he wasn't even able to fucking be in the loser finals. But no, seriously, it was so dumb, and I'm like really just I was really just surprised that someone has actually said that. Okay, this last story. I'm gonna be honest, is gonna be a really sensitive topic. It's gonna be about PDF files, racism, and just manipulation, and a lot of bad things. This is just this is fun awareness. I have this high school. I go to this high school. Okay, I'm still a high school student, and there's this guy in my school. I'm gonna drop names. His name's Chase Warwick, and he's known for being a really bad manipulator and a bad PDF file, and it's not good at all. And I know it because I have a lot of friends that was victims to him. Was like manipulating. Was like he was just really bad manipulating and really bad like wanting to see these people's like bodies. By the way, I'm gonna say this right now. He was a junior to senior by the time he was doing this, and he was targeting people that like just freshly came out of middle school. So he was doing this to like just freshly like brand new freshmen started doing this too, and it was like really sad. And he was just really just weird and toxic and just completely terrible. He was such a terrible person, and you know it was weird because people still hanging around him. People still like being friends with him, and I was like, do you guys not know that he's like a weirdo? Apparently they didn't care, and I was like, wow, that's something. And I know it's bad because he's white, but he says the N like he says it with like the hard or like he says the N word. He called me a chink and everything else, and we were like, wow, that's insane. But later on this year, of course, he got caught, and he's now being homeschooled. So the year he was supposed to graduate, which is this year, he wasn't able to because he was homeschooled. But no, seriously, and I'm gonna just tell the story on like how I remember. I have this friend, her name's Mel, and she was a victim of this guy named Warwick. And Mel, they were just really like they just wanted love, they wanted to feel loved and cared, but yet Warwick took that as an advantage of just being like he loves them, but it's also just the fact of, they really never just cared for it. They never Work took it as an advantage of being like, because Mel, they're they're in the LGBTQ. Of course, their name's Mel. That's not the real name, but you know, they like to be a man. They like to be a girl. You know, it's like stuff like that. He took that as an advantage because no one else did it except for him. And work was using it as in like a, oh, I care for you because he was able to do this, and Mel loved him for that because Mel saw work as someone that cares so much about her sexuality and all that stuff, like her identity, everything. But work proceeds to use it as like a bunch of things and would just be like just say a bunch of like sexual things. And work, he's like 17, 18, talking to a fucking freshman, and it was so disgusting. Honestly, it made me sick. But I've this person in our school. They're like the fucking boy savior because oh my god, they saved so many people with this shit. They were also done of work's BS because work always did it, and they were tired of it, so they proceed to post an awareness about work, everything bad about him, manipulation, PDF file racism, everything. And that shit spread like wildfire. Like it spread so fast on Instagram, and it proceeds to like get so much attraction that he got signed out of school and proceed to be homeschooled. Honestly, that's the best thing that could have ever happened. Because now everybody's safe. Damage has been done, but at least all we can do is heal about it. And speaking about my school, since my school has so many stories, I'm gonna say one more story. There's this teacher in my school. She said the N word with the hard R, and she was also white. Wow. So this is how it goes. I have a friend in my school, and I'm not gonna lie, our school, I get it, we cuss a lot. And the teacher, she was getting fed up. Like she was getting tired of everybody saying these cuss words. So she said out loud to the class, I'm tired of it. For now on, I don't want to hear no F words, no B words, no N words. I'm like, we're like, wait, N words? Wait a minute. Wait just a fucking minute. Hold on. You can't say that word. So she proceeds to say the fucking N word in front of the host, and that shit made it to like the news. Like people were like it was literally like it was insane. People fucking like like people were making videos about it, about like this teacher saying the N word, and like got a lot of traction to it, and she got fucking suspended. By the way, I'm saying this. I'm saying suspended, cause I shit you not. A few days goes by, and guess who got hired back? The same fucking teacher. Because apparently it's so hard to find English teachers, they proceed to hire her back, and all the students were like, yo, you telling me this white teacher said the N-word and she gets hired back? What the fuck? And of course, they started protests, and I'm not gonna lie, I was the one that kind of started the protest, like, yo, we should protest about it. And I kind of wasn't there at a dentist appointment, and I was like, oh, a day to skip out of school. Don't mind if I do. Of course, I'm gonna do that. So I kind of did just like skip school that day. But you know what? Apparently, it was too bad because it was what the fuck? What the hell? What is this? Okay, anyways, apparently it was a really bad one because like it only lasted like 2 minutes until the teacher was like, all right, guys, if you guys don't go to class, uh, 5 days of out of school suspension. Everybody went to class, and I'm like, bro, really? It just ended with 5 days. It's 5 days. Come on, like, yo, I'm not gonna lie, I was really disappointed because I was like, yo, you telling me 5 days is what got y'all? And honestly, I'm thinking about like, yo, honestly, probably it's a good thing that I wasn't there because my ass would have probably did too much and proceed to just like get suspended for like the whole fucking like probably get sent to like an alternative school. Honestly, like it was a really like I would have done something really fucking bad because I overdo a lot of things. I'm not gonna lie, I I don't know when to stop. So I proceed to literally just be like, damn, that shit's that I'm kind of disappointed, really, but you know what? It's fine, whatever. I don't care. But no, seriously, it was insane. It really was. And only thing I gotta say is, yo, what's up with the N-word, dog? Like, why is it being said so much? Why is it always being said like a lot? And I mean like a lot. I'm like, it's not even. But you know what? Of course, racist be racist. It's literally just it's never gonna change. It's never gonna change. How much we want to change it, it's never gonna change. Oh my God, that's so far away, and it looks like it's in the ocean. Well, next video I'm gonna build a house and I'm gonna find that. But if, I'm gonna rate this, and after how this video will be end, I'm guessing. But no, seriously. With just how everything is, it's really bad. And honestly, I'm 18. I want to leave this place generally because like this place where I live, it's not good at all. It's so bad. It's filled with like a bunch of bad people, just a bunch of racists apparently as well. Since there's like fucking racists everywhere now. But I just I kind of want to like find a place where like it's chill, nice. One that isn't gonna I'm not gonna be called a slur for something I do. But but again, racism isn't gonna go anywhere. For how much we want it to end, it's not gonna go anywhere. People are gonna say it. People are gonna do it. We just have to deal with it, honestly. Until then, but we can always try. But seriously, uh, like this, like it's really bad that all this is happening because generally there's always there's always a stoppage to it. Does it happen? No. For example, stop Asian hate, Black Lives Matter, all that stuff. All that stuff could have been stopped, but yet it didn't because people just kept on doing it. So, we just at the point we just have to deal with it until then. Yeah, but other than that, yeah. Also, by the way, with NerøTøxic, uh, I'm not gonna try and drag out this series a lot. Of course, I'm gonna post NerøTøxic here and there, but I really wanna like post other games that's not just NerøTøxic. So next video, I don't know when it's gonna be posted since I'm really bad at being a consistent uploader. Next video might be about Sky Wars. We don't know, maybe some Sky Wars. The video ends when I lose a game at Sky Wars. Ooh, it might be minutes, it might be seconds. We don't know. But no, seriously, thank you so much for the love of NerøTøxic. Because when I first started NerøTøxic, I only had like a few subscribers and a few views. But now NerøTøxic has like 200 plus views. And I'm close to 80 subscribers. And generally, I couldn't do it without any of you guys. So generally, actually, like, I'm being so serious. Thank you all so much for the love of NerøTøxic. And thank you so much for the love of my channel, honestly. I'm so happy that you guys are just watching my videos, watching me play dumb games and stuff, and generally, it actually means the world to me, honestly. Because, I started this YouTube channel back in, I started this YouTube channel back in 2016 of Christmas Eve. And I would never knew that I would have gotten so close to 100 subscribers ever a day in my life. But I am, and I'm really grateful of it. Generally, I am. And honestly, if I'm close to 100, I think we should. I think the goal of being at 100 at the end of this month of June will be amazing. But you know what? I have confidence. I have confidence that with this series and with me and with you guys, I think we'll be able to do it. So, yeah. So, this will be the end of today's video. Hope you comment, like, and subscribe. Tell me your favorite part of the video and tell me some of your guys' crazy stories because sometimes I want to know. And yeah, honestly, thank you so much for all the love for NerøTøxic. Thank you so much for my channel. Thank you so much for everything. Subscribe to my channel right here. Subscribe to my girlfriend's channel right here. And yeah, my name is Icarus, and now I'm signing out. Peace out, guys.